like to give a special nail addict shout out to Sammy the Goat, Rochelle Howard, Priya K Nails, and Phyllis Banks for being the first four to comment on my last video. I appreciate you all so very much, and I'm very thankful and grateful for you all. Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So I have a PR package from AzureBeauty. They reached out and asked if I wanted to try some of their products, and I agreed. So they sent me this 8-piece dip powder kit, and it's been so long since I've done dip powder, but I thought it would be fun to give it a try, being that I haven't dabbled with it in a while. I loved dip powder when I first tried it, but this go around, it was a bit messier than I remembered and difficult, I guess, or maybe it was just this particular brand, but it was okay. Like, it was fine. I had fun. But I'm just unpacking everything now, and the first thing I'm going to show are the extra brushes that comes with the dip powder kit. So basically I'll show you like the jars that come with it, but these brushes, or like if any of your other brushes get gooped up or anything like that, you can use these extra brushes. So I think that's always nice with dip powder kits, because from what I remember, I used to get like them gunked up, and yeah, it just works. It comes with the instruction pamphlet. It gives you step-by-step instructions on how to apply the dip powder, which is also very useful, and the pictures make it even that much more better, because, you know, seeing something done works a lot better. It comes with this little insert about the color differences, so like it's showing like the more layers you put, the difference it makes in the color. So that's a really key thing to know, because honestly I didn't know that about dip powder. Obviously I know with anything, the more you put, the better the opacity. And then it does also come with this little thank you card, and like there how you reach out if you had any problems with the kit. But this is how it comes straight out of the box. Everything is nicely packaged, very neat. Here it comes with the 8 dip powders. I love this little brush here, I guess for dusting off the dip powder. It's a really cute brush, but I did find with this brush that it did hold the dip powder, so I'll show you in a little bit. But I'm taking out all of the dip liquids first, and it comes with step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step 1 is the base that you would use to apply the dip. Step 2 is the activator that hardens up that dip powder. There's a gel top and a brush saver for the dip powder liquids. So yeah, that's a typical dip powder liquid that comes with dip powder kits. It did come with this tray as well to pour over, which I like, because I like to use longer nails that I can't actually put in most dip powder jars. So this is like absolutely perfect in my opinion. And I've always wanted one of the longer ones like this, so I really did like that. And then it came with a buffer, which is a pretty good grit. It feels really nice. But yeah, a buffer for the dip powder. So this comes with 8 dip powder colors, and they're very vibrant and nice shades that this particular set came with. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump in now and start to swatch out the dip powders. If I can recall, I don't think I did all of them on camera. I may have, but we'll see in just a minute when I do start. I got this package a couple of weeks ago, but guys, I'm so like behind with everything, because again, I have so many videos I've already recorded and just need to do a voiceover and upload, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to start with, what I want to do. So this was the one I wanted to just jump in with next, just to kind of get it out there. It comes very nicely sealed, so there is plastic around each of the containers, which I found to be very nice, because you know that nothing's going to spill out when you are receiving your package. But this first shade is like a yellow, and I'm just first going to show you the colors straight out the jar. I do love this stopper here. If a product comes with this, it's a plus for me because I can secure my powders a lot better with a stopper versus it having the little peel off. I kind of like the stopper a lot better, so that was a really nice effect. This one is also a yellow, but it's more of a like neon yellow, I would say, or a brighter yellow, I would say, not necessarily neon. Very, very vibrant. It also comes with this lime green, which again is really, really vibrant. I just love the brightness of these, definitely screaming summer vibes to me. Then this one here is still pretty bright, but it's like a red orange, and it's just really, really vibrant. I just love how the powders look straight into the jar. So nice and so very pretty. This next one was a favorite of mine. It's an orange, but it has like fine glitters in it. Really, really pretty, and you're able to catch that on camera too. Very, very nice. This one was, well, no, I'm sorry, not this one. That's just a bright orange. This is the color here that I was speaking of that has the fine glitters in it. And of course I did use this one for the set today because of the fine glitters, because like, what's a set without a little bit of glitters? It's amazing. So it's a really pretty dip. I don't know if you can see it, but it does have those really pretty fine glitters in it. And then it came with this one as well, which is, I believe this was the nude one. Yeah, I assume that's it. So now we're going to go ahead and swatch, and I'm going in with the base on my coffin swatch sticks, and because they're so long, I do have to pour over rather than dip into the jar. And so I'm just taking each color and I'm going to pour over one layer on camera, and I do a second layer of each of the colors off camera, but I'm just pouring it over. So you want to pour it onto the base, and then you'll tap that excess off, and you also want to dust it off. So I'm just repeating the same steps and just going in and just swatching all of the colors, and I'm again doing only the one coat on camera. Off camera I do a second coat, but with some of these I felt like I might have needed like a third coat, but they were okay. They performed pretty well. I think my set came out okay. I do feel like I should watch more dip powder videos to kind of get back into it, because I remember it's a time I can at least put up at least 2 different dip powder sets I did that came out absolutely amazing, and they were sets that I did end up wearing for like a week. So I was in love with dip powder at a time, so I was very thankful that they reached out, and really happy to try and experience it again, being that it's been such a while since I've actually done dip powder. Now, I must say, again, the brush that came with it, I was using it to like dust off the excess. Like after I tapped off all of the excess, just tapping it, I then went in with that brush and tried to like dust off the excess. And I found that when I got to the white, it did kind of mess it up to the point where, you know, it had like a little tint to it. But other than that, they did perform as a dip powder should, and they're pretty okay. I hope that everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you may be. And thank you so much to anyone that takes their time to watch my videos. It's greatly appreciated. Watching my videos to the end actually helps your girl out a lot. So go ahead and make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the Nail Addict family, and I thank you so much for joining me on my nail journey. It means the absolute world to me. And if you're someone that's been subscribed, I do love you so much. I'm so thankful and grateful for all of you that even when I take breaks, you guys continue to show up and just love on your girl and like just appreciate what I do. And I appreciate you all for that as well. I couldn't ask for better subscribers than the ones that I have and are like faithful and are always commenting and like encouraging me. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because without you guys, I probably wouldn't continue to do my YouTube. So I'm very thankful for that, because it is hard to be very consistent and then like, you know, feel like you're being consistent pretty much for nothing. I don't feel that way though. I do feel like I'm consistent and it shows, and it'll pay off in the end, my hard work and my dedication will eventually pay off. So I do keep at it. And also I do really just like it a lot. It's very nice to be able to create different designs and sets. It's just a very fun experience, and I'm so thankful and grateful for this journey. And I'm just thankful that I, took a chance and started this journey, because now I always have bomb.com sets. Oh, and I fumbled my white and made a complete mess, but I'm going in now and doing that white. So I ended up having like powder everywhere, guys. I took my time, but again, it's been so long since I've done dip powder that I made an absolute mess. But I definitely would like to come back again in another video and use these dip powders again with another set. Today's set is just really simple and straightforward, just to get the use out of these dip powders and kind of see how they look in an actual set. And again, I think they did pretty well. I also want to take this time right now to thank AzureBeauty for sending over these dip powders, for seeing something in me to where you wanted me to try them. I appreciate you guys for that. So now I'm going in with the activator on all of the nails. Even though I'm just swatching them, I did want to activate them so that I'm able to, buff out where I need to, and then also top coat. And for the activator, I don't think I showed all. And also for the top coat, because I was just like all over the place. Like, guys, I'm so sorry about the background. It just looks disgusting with all of my lint-free wipes and all of the powder everywhere. It was just like such a shock how fast this PR package came. So they reached out to me one night, and then the next day it was there, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta hurry up and get this together, at least do the unboxing portion, and then I'll figure out a set. And so it was kind of sort of rushed, even though it still took me a while to get the video up. It still was like a rush process, because I like to be precise and on point when doing something for a brand. But now I'm going in with the gel top coat on all of the nails and just giving it a bit of a shine. And then I'll be back with all of the colors side by side. So these are all 8 of the shades side by side. And again, some of them I felt like I should have dipped one more time, like the lime green was a little sheer. It's like a few of them. But other than that, I think that the colors are really nice. I love the shine on the top coat. I felt like the shine was like better than I remembered, because normally with dip powder kits, I don't use their top coat. I use a gel top coat because I just feel like it gives a better shine. But these here shined pretty well, and everything looked great. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into the set, and I'm just starting in with applying my peel off base coat from my cart, because I'm going to take the nails off after being done with this set. So this is like typically what I do when I am doing a peel off. I go in with a peel off on all of my natural nails, and then I do a 60-second cure in my lamp. And then I'm ready to go in as far as like applying the nail tips. Today I'm using my Roslyn Full Cover Coffin nail tips for the set. And of course I did apply them using the Gel X method. So I'm taking my 6-in-1 Savlon nail glue, putting it right into the nail well of the tip. And like with doing the Gel X, you want to etch the inside, but these are already etched, and I've worn them so many times that I know you don't have to etch them. They're perfectly etched. One thing I noticed about this is like the Savlon 6-in-1 nail glue, I had to buy more, and the formula this time was really thin, so I had to like put in extra to make sure that it does go from cuticle to free edge. And I do have like a little like flashy lamp on the side that I use to like flash cure them on really quickly. I skipped my index because I wasn't in camera, but how you see me applying them, this is how you want to see that gel rise up to your free edge. And it should be no air bubbles or anything like that in it when you are applying it, so that you don't have any type of lifting. But yeah, they worked amazing. I absolutely love these tips here, and they're always a go-to for me. So this is how they look once I have them all applied, and I'm just buffing over the nail now to remove the shine so that we have a better application when it comes to the actual dip powder. So I'm going in with the dip base now, and I am going to be applying the nude shade over all of my nails. So I'm going in and I'm applying a layer. When you're applying your base for the dip, you want to make sure you're applying it exactly where you want the dip powder to stick, because wherever you apply that is where that dip powder will definitely stick. So you want to make sure it's not on your skin or anything like that, because it definitely will stick. Want to be very cautious of that. But I pour over, and then I tap off the excess as well as brush off the excess, and then do my first coat. So I'm going to do my first coat on all of my nails on camera, and then off camera I do a second coat of each of the nude nails to build up the opacity of that. So I only ended up doing 2, and then I'll go in with the rest of the design. So this is how they look after 2 coats, and it's a little bumpy, but it wasn't nothing that I couldn't fix. Again, I do feel like I need practice with dip powder because it's been a while. So I'm going in with this lime green and then the orange with the glitters in it for today's design. And it's just really, really simple. So I'm taking the base gel and I'm making a side fringe. So I don't know what it is lately about side fringes, but I've been doing them a lot. I really like them. I think they're very simple. And I felt like for this design, it would just work really well to do a side fringe on these nails. So I went in with that base gel sideways, and I'm going in with the lime green first to do my first side fringe, and I feel like it came out amazing. Now for me, I feel like when doing something like this, I needed to cap it because I wouldn't want to buff off any of that particular design, and I felt like if I had a clear from them to cap it, it would have been a little better. I was just really cautious when it came to buffing them because I didn't want to mess up the design. But I'm going in on my middle finger with that orange. Then for my pinky, I'm going back in with the lime green again. such a very simple design to do if anybody wanted to try this with dip powder. And the side fringes came out chef's kiss, just absolutely beautiful. And I love the vibrancy of these particular dip powders. Now for the side fringes, I only did one coat. And then now I'm going in on my ring finger with the orange, and I'm going to do the entire nail with that shade. I'll do one coat on camera, and then I do the second coat off of camera for this particular nail. And then for my thumb, I'll be doing the lime green, like a full nail of the lime green. And these are the colors that I chose to pick. And again, I thought that this set was pretty simple, but it was also very nice as well. Another thing I really like about dip powder as well is that you don't have to cure anything. So it's just like a really safe method. Like you don't have to do anything extra. Apply that dip powder, do a little bit of filing, and you're good to go. I really, really liked that about it. For the lime green nail, I ended up, I think, doing 3 coats, but I'm going in now with the activator just to make everything nice and activated. And I go over it twice with the activator just to make sure everything is nice and hardened with that activator, that it gets through the entire layers of the nails. And I'm just going in and buffing a little bit. So I probably should have maybe watched one of my older dip powder sets, but I'm not sure if I actually ever used an e-file when doing dip, because I don't recall having to. But with these around the cuticle a bit, I felt like I needed to use my e-file because some of the dip powder had like either caked up or it was just like a little bit on my skin. So just to make them look a little bit more neater and professional, I felt like I needed to go in with my e-file. Not sure if I did because I didn't show it on camera, but now I'm going in with top coat. So one of my faves, GP Odds and Ends, she is a dip powder like pro. She taught or teaches on her channel, when you go in with the dip top coat, you go over once really quick, like 3 swipes on each nail. And then by the time you're done and you go back, you can go in with a more detailed top coat. Well, actually, first I put activator. She taught that too. So I activated it again. And now I'm going in with the dip top coat. So with the dip top coat, you just want to go in with like 3 swipes really quickly. You don't want to do too much on the first layer. And then by the time I'm done with these 5 piggies, or excuse me, they're not piggies, these 5 fingers, then I can go back in with a more detailed application of the top coat just to make everything so much better. And one thing I do like about their top coat though is that it does cure pretty fast. So it cured pretty fast, pretty great. I seen some inconsistencies in the set, but again, it's my first time doing dip powder in a while, maybe a year, maybe not that long. I might be being excessive, but it feels like it's been quite a while. So for the second go around, I put the top coat, and now I'm applying some rhinestones in the wet top coat, and they dried perfectly. I'm using these rhinestones I got off Shein, so I'm matching the color, obviously. I'm doing the lime green across the lime green side French nails, and then I'll do an orange across the orange side French nails. And I think that the rhinestones gave this set an absolute amazing touch. Again, I'm just going in with that top coat, and I am going in more detailed, and then I'm going to apply the rhinestones into that wet top coat and allow that to dry. They dried absolutely perfectly. Off camera, I did apply some cuticle oil, and I'll be back in just a moment with the final look. And here's the finished set. Super cute. So I forgot I put rhinestones by the cuticle on my ring and my thumb, but they came out really nice. Very simple, but a really nice dip powder kit to work with. If you're interested, I will definitely leave a link down below to this kit. But it was really easy to use. And again, thank you AzureBeauty for sending them over. Make sure you comment down below and let me know what you think of this set. And if you've made it this far, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.